Did you know that you could live stream your holiday choir concert to YouTube using Google Meet? Fa la 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 la. Yep, you can. What about having students fill out PDFs using an app built into their Chromebook? Speaking of PDFs, Book Creator now lets you import PDFs. They also have added the ability to crop images and photos. I've got all of that for you today, and as promised, a few more updates from Quizizz. Oh, and a contest. 3 winners will each get a prize worth $72. You don't want to miss out on that. Welcome into episode 15 of the EdTech News Brief. I'm your host, Jake Miller. This is the show where, as the title says, I tell you about the EdTech news and I keep it brief. And by brief, I mean clear, concise, and just what you need to know. Nothing more, nothing less. This is episode 15. It's December 9th, and I've got some EdTech news to share with you today. Hello, news briefers. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that nickname, but I'm going to try it on for a while. Maybe I shouldn't say try it on after saying briefs. I'm going to try it on for a while to see how the nickname News Briefers feels. Anyhow, thanks for joining me today. I hope that you are doing well. A little programming note, I'll definitely be taking off for the American holiday season from the show. I do hope to have one more episode after this one before that, though, so I'm releasing this on December 9th. My goal would be to have another one on December 16th and take a break until the week after New Year's. Honestly, I'm not really sure why I'm telling you this since I can't get myself on a consistent schedule anyhow. And if I release one on December 9th and December 16th and January 5th or something like that, you're going to be like, wow, Jake's on fire. This is the fastest he's ever cranked out episodes. So I don't know. Maybe I don't need to tell you that part. Anyhow, let's get to it. Nowadays, we have plenty of good ways to live stream events, including StreamYard and built-in solutions on multiple tools, but I wanted to share this one with you because I think it may be handy for school events, especially, obviously, if you're a Google Workspace for Education school. If it's enabled by your admin, which your admin will have to enable it first before you can do it, but if it is enabled by your admin, Google users can now live stream Google Meet meetings publicly via YouTube. This provides an easy way to get your holiday choir concert or your board meeting on YouTube. Just please don't make me watch the board meeting, okay? Anyhow, within Google Meet on a computer, you click the 3 dots, then manage streaming. On phones, there's a process. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I just tried it out on the computer. Worked great. You can then give the live stream a title, set its privacy and the caption language, and start the stream. Easy peasy. And I should point out, Google Meet is normally used for multiple people connecting. Well, this, you could live stream with just one person. So it really could just be a strategy to live stream something that's happening live at your school so that parents and families at home can see it. And this feature is available to all Google Workspace users. Starting in Chrome OS version 104, users can now edit PDF documents using the built-in Gallery app. For us adults, that's great for adding a signature to a document and then sending it in. In the classroom, though, it lets students complete activities or digital worksheets and then submit them in their LMS. And I know, we don't want too many worksheets out there, but still, it's a nice way when you have some kind of normally paper-based activity to be able to do it digitally using a PDF file, right? Anyhow, then they could submit that document in Google Classroom or whatever their learning management system is or anything like that. So if you open a PDF document from the Chromebook Files app, it'll open in the Gallery app and you'll see a text annotation option for typing into the PDF and a drawing option for obviously drawing on the PDF. That drawing option also has a highlighter in it and an eraser in it too. Then you could save that completed document and submit it, send it, or whatever. This provides us an additional option for those of you who haven't found a satisfactory alternative for using fillable PDFs in the classroom on Chromebooks. Sure, we could use Kami, but there's a cost associated with that, or use the Google Classroom mobile app, but what if you don't have mobile devices, or put a screenshot of that PDF into Google Slides, but that might be a little clunky for you, or maybe use Pear Deck or Nearpod or a number of other options. But if none of those work or are ideal for you, here's another option. This ability to annotate PDFs, by the way, is available for all Google accounts using Chromebooks. And now a word from today's sponsor.
These days, schools are struggling to keep families informed. There's a lot going on, everyone is busy, and no one has time to read. That's why Smore offers a one-stop shop for school communications. Our easy-to-use online newsletter tool lets educators create beautiful, interactive updates that parents actually read. Get started with pre-made templates, drag and drop photos and files, and reach all families with automatic translation. Smore is trusted by more than 1 million educators across almost every single school district in the U.S. Visit smore.com/podcast for a special discount and to learn more.
A few years ago, I made a blog post about all of the things that you or your students can add into a book creator project. At that point, when you added PDFs in, they were really just a link to that PDF. Now, though, you can add pages from the PDF right into your book. Click the plus button, then more, then files, then upload that file. You'll then have the option to bring in certain pages or all pages of that PDF, of course, if it's a multi-page document. And if you add multiple pages, they'll each be a separate page of your book creator project. Also, when you click the new book option from the main menu in Book Creator, there's now an import book or PDF option in the top right. It'll then let you choose the page dimensions and, if it's a multi-page PDF, which pages you'd like to bring in. And by the way, I should point out the other option there is to import an EPUB file. So if you have an EPUB file, you could also pull it into Book Creator that same way. Once you have the PDF into Book Creator, you'll be able to crop it, resize it, write on it, add annotations to it, add color to it, and even add audio files on top of it for some added UDL. And this means that your students can use all of those features when filling out their PDFs as well. Just imagine how awesome it would be to do something like a lab report in there. You send them a PDF of the lab report, they open it up in Book Creator, they add pictures, they add videos, they add sketches, they add audio. Lots of possibilities. This feature, by the way, is available to all Book Creator users. This might sound like a minor Book Creator update, but users are going to love this. You can now crop images and photos added to your Book Creator projects. Just right-click on the image and select Crop. It's that easy. This will also work for PDFs that you import into your projects because when you add them, Book Creator actually turns them into images. So that means you can crop them too. And this feature is, of course, available to all Book Creator users. Hey, we had a few awesome Book Creator updates today, so my Book Creator buddies offered to do a little giveaway for all of you news briefers. How would you like to have a free 6-month Book Creator premium upgrade? That's worth 72 buckaroos, $12 a month. They're going to give away 3 of those upgrades. 3 people, $72 prize. All you've got to do to enter is share about this episode publicly on social media. Use the hashtag #TheEdTechNewsBrief and tag me at JakeMillerTech. You could share about the Book Creator updates that we just talked about, or other updates from within this episode, or just the episode in general. You've got 1 week from the time this episode was released to enter. You could do it on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, as long as it's public for people like me to see. What about Mastodon? Are you on there? I'm not on there yet. If you share on Mastodon about this episode, I guess let me know so that you can be entered to win. And let me know so I can check it out and learn more about it. Anyhow, you've got 1 week to enter. Share about the show with the hashtag #TheEdTechNewsBrief, and you'll be entered to win one of 3 free 6-month premium upgrades worth, again, $72 a piece. Okay, so Quizizz has made a ton of updates in the last few months. Last episode, I shared about 4 of them. Now I've got 3, I think, more to share about today, and another one I'm saving until the next episode, so we're not going to be quite caught up here. First up, if you've done lessons in Quizizz, you know that you can import Google Slides into your lesson. They typically come in as a static, uneditable image of that slide. They're now rolling out the ability to edit those slides in Quizizz. So it breaks the slide apart into separate elements that can be edited. This is not perfect because some images and fonts come in a little wonky. Think about what happens when you bring a Word document into Google Docs or Google Slides into PowerPoint. Yeah, same kind of situation. So you might find that your slides don't look quite right, or that you have to do some editing to fix it up, or maybe you can't edit exactly what you wanted to edit. For example, this was a minor one, but I kept finding that it inserted a big white rectangle rectangle for the background of my slide that I had to get out of there. That's no big deal though. But if you have a complex slide with crazy fonts, you may have more issues. If you know, by the way, that your slides are perfect and you want to avoid anything getting messed up and you have no need to edit them, just choose the uneditable slides option. They'll come in as static images just like they used to, but if you want to edit them within Quizizz, choose the editable option. This, by the way, is available on all Quizizz accounts. I have got two of the bestest holiday gift ideas for you right now, but you've got to act fast. For about one more week, I'll have orders for signed copies of my book, Educational Duct Tape, and my infamous GIF or GIF stickers up on my website. You can grab a personalized signed copy of my book for $20. That's cheaper than on Amazon, but with a note and the signature. Maybe that brings the value down. And this is the only place where you can grab the GIF or GIF stickers, and I typically only sell them leading up to holiday time. I'll keep orders open until December 18th or so, then shut it down so that I can get them out in time for those of you celebrating Christmas. I put a link in the show notes and the YouTube description. By the way, that link also has more than a dozen of my favorite things that make gifts for teachers or just regular dudes and dudettes. Check it out. Quizizz recently added a new power-up to their live classic game mode. While the existing power-ups give kids ways to earn more points or avoid getting answers wrong, this new one is intended to increase learner-to-learner interaction and ramp up the fun. It's similar to features that students love in other games like GimKit and BlueKit, so it's a good move for Quizizz to kind of harness that excitement that they're seeing happening on those other platforms. The power-up is called Gift, and it gives your learners a chance to send another player an extra 800 points. Will they send it to their best friend? Or the person in last place so they don't have to risk losing because of that power-up? Strategery. A note, by the way, that students' accuracy scores are not affected by this power-up, just their score in the competition itself. So it adds to the fun without taking away from the relevance of this tool as evidence of learning. The Gift power-up is available to all Quizizz users. Hey, don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, click the thumbs up to tell me thanks. Click subscribe and ring that notifications bell. If you're listening to the podcast, don't forget to follow the show or subscribe if that's what your app says. And if you have a moment, please submit a review. If you want to get your students logged into a Quizizz game or test faster, live reactions may be the perfect way to make that happen. Once students are in, they can click on the little reaction stickers and they'll pop up on your board or projector. It's just a fun little thing to make students smile and get them logged in more quickly. Live reactions are also available after the quiz, so students can react to their performance or who won or whatever. And actually, they total up at the top of your screen, so you could potentially use it as a way to vote on some specific aspect of the game or something, because you'll see which sticker was used more. This could, by the way, be a distraction if you're going over commonly missed questions and really want to make sure you're taking use of that time. You don't want kids goofing around making those reactions. So you may need to set some ground rules with your students on this one, or you could just turn this feature off when starting an activity and not enable live reactions at all. These live reactions are available to all Quizizz users. And finally, the way that I like to cap off every episode is with a dad joke straight from the World's Greatest Dad Jokes, the complete collection, over 500 cringeworthy puns and one-liners book. Let's try a random one here. I'm just going to open in the middle. No, I've asked you that one before. Why are witches bad at baseball? Really bad. Their bats keep flying away. Probably should have picked a different one. Well, I hope you're not flying away from this episode too quickly. I do really appreciate you tuning in. I hope to get back again next week, as I said, and I really hope that you'll be back too. I'd really appreciate it if you do those awesome things like rating or reviewing the show on Apple Podcasts, liking or subscribing to the show on YouTube, following the podcast in your favorite app, and of course, sharing this episode. And don't forget, extra reward for sharing today, because there is that awesome contest where 3 of you will win a really awesome prize courtesy of Book Creator. If I happen to not get an episode out in the next few weeks, I hope your holidays are very merry and wonderful, and I will see you all soon.